Hi everyone, and this is the first video vlog for EDET2305. My name's Patrick. Today we're going to be talking about the reflection on online identity. And the question that we're going to answer first is going to be broken up into two parts. Firstly, identify issues involved in having an online presence. I'm going to break that up into two parts. First as a personal and then as a professional situation. As many of you may know, I'm actually training to be a teacher in the future, and I'm going to be looking into the professional issues of having an online identity through that. Firstly, a personal online identity, I would like to quote something just from VeriSign. It's a press release that $1.286 billion was lost in the last year from online identity theft in the last year. And on an average, that's 1 in 10 Australians lose approximately $1,000 in the last 12 months. That's a lot of money to lose. As a student, I could not conceivably lose $1,000. On websites, we are constantly asked to give information to sign up to their exclusive content or their communities or their networks. And we give away all this information freely because it's what we have to do to join up, because all of our friends have already done it. But this brings into the question, what happens if their information they have on you isn't placed securely? What happens if they are accessing, or someone externally accesses your information? What can they do with it? How secure is the information that you've given to them? The second aspect I want to talk about is a professional life. I'm going to become a teacher, and having an online identity conflicts with one of the main aspects I have. I'm actually part of the social network on Facebook, but because I'm doing teaching practicals, I like to differentiate between my students and work life and my personal life. The things on my Facebook aren't for my students, and I want to keep those two separate. I might have something for my students, but at the same time I do not want my students being able to access me or know what I've been doing or even communicate to me outside of school hours where it's a non-supervised. It's just a too tricky area to be. Secondly, having an online identity for my students. When I was on placement, we were devising to put up a website for some of the students so they could showcase some of their work. It proved too difficult because of the minority in the community who might. I emphasize the word might because some of the community could be looking at the website and trying to track down the students in an inappropriate way. As sad as this is, it's true and it's a possibility, and I don't want it to happen. So, firstly, to access or create this website, we would have had to get release statements from the students and parents, both understanding what was going to happen. We also then had to get releases from the school and the school board, and all four of those areas were just too hard to communicate within the short lesson plan section of the semester. So we decided against it. We tried to then do the work that they did digitally and put it onto their mobile devices and things like that. That wasn't too hard, but I really would have liked to share it on a website so the kids could have shared it with each other as well, and other people in the community could have looked at it. But because of that small minority, online identity for students is a very difficult section to look at because there's too many opportunities for it to go badly. Okay guys, so I've actually linked some websites down below underneath this video on the webpage, looking at a couple different things. Firstly, I linked it to that VeriSign website, so you can have a little bit of a read through about the internet fraud. But I also have linked a couple other things, the Australian Institute of Criminology and practical guides and things like that against identity theft and safety for children on the internet. The link is just below. It's the Australian Government Stay Smart Online website, which has information on how to protect your information on your computer and what to share online, as well as information on how to protect your children from unwanted members of our society accessing any of their information. So guys, those are the 3 websites just below. Just click the links and you'll go straight there. Thank you very much for listening. That has been my first video vlog for multimedia literacies, EDE 2305, and thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.